Whether you are in the new butterfly stage of love or you're wanting to strengthen the relationship with the love of your life, there's an app to guide you along the way. In today's Tech Check, Deseret News columnist Amy Iverson is showing us some app options to add more connection, maybe even a little spice to your life. We're getting spicy.
Maybe. It's up to you.
Just a little bit. You have something different for different types of romantic relationships.
Yeah, when I started looking into these apps, I'm like, oh, this one is like when you're in high school or when you're like new, or this one is like when you're in your marriage and you're wondering, okay, how do we reconnect if our kids are leaving the nest or different things. There's just a little app for everybody.
All right, the first one is based on the 5 love languages. What's your love language, sister?
I've never taken the quiz.
Amy's got to take the quiz.
I should.
Today.
Anyway, I did take a little quiz online, but everyone is familiar with the love languages,
yeah.
right? This is a trademarked concept. And so this one is an app, and you connect with your partner on the app, so it's you and your partner. You take a quiz to find out your love language. It gives you the percentages.
Okay.
And so then you can see there, it gives you like even color coded, like, oh, you're this much this one, you're this much this one. And you answer all these questions. I did do part of that. So I did learn I'm kind of a words of affirmation person.
That's what I am, yeah.
Oh, me and you the same. After that, then you get to see those of each other. So you see yours and you see your partner's. Then you can set goals. Once you know your partner's love language, the app gives you all these ideas in the different categories of goals that you can set to say, okay, I want to do surprise with coffee, 2 times a week or whatever.
Yeah.
And then after you set those goals, the app keeps track of how you're doing on those goals. And then also after that, you can put every day or however often you want, how loved do you feel today?
Oh.
And you put that on there so then your spouse or whoever you're doing this with can see that to know, okay, am I doing okay? Do I need to step it up? Or like, I got this.
2 things I love about this. One is the connection point. Like knowing each other's love language is the first part of it, but then connecting the 2 together, marrying those together, so to speak.
And getting those suggestions of how to show the love.
Well, and to turn it into something quantifiable, that's amazing.
It could be naggy or it could be good. I don't know.
Right, depends on the relationship. All right, next is an app that we've talked about on the show before. It's kind of a deck of cards with prompts.
Yeah, I know you've talked to Dr. Liz about the physical cards. Well, there's an app. And so I wanted to let people know you don't have to use the physical cards if you don't want. So these are all the different categories.
This is the Gottman card deck.
Gottman card decks, and it has all these different categories of decks of cards, but this is a digital form. So once you see that, then there are more than 1,000 flashcards. So if you want to show appreciation, again, it gives you specific things you can say. It mentions some people just are not great at verbalizing how they feel.
Yeah.
I don't have this problem, you don't have this problem, but some people do. And so if you do, this just gives you actual things or events you can go on a date. These are date ideas. They're just for people who maybe struggle coming up with those ways to actually do the things. This is where you can get spicy if you want. There's definitely a whole section of this that is like mild, medium, spicy.
Ooh.
And so if you want to throw that in, if you're comfortable with that, there are questions to ask and then activities for that too.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say pick your poison, but I'm just watching every word I say right now in this topic. All right, the last one just for fun.
This is the one I thought, okay, this was like in high school or college when you're, but maybe other people are still like that in their relationship. So all this is a heart that goes back and forth. This is super popular in Japan right now. All it is you and your partner. You can only have one person on the app with you. It just sends a heart back and forth. When you're thinking of the person, you tap the heart. Again, it tracks it. How it's like a love streak. How many days in a row are they doing this? And the heart gets bigger, and it quantifies how often you're tapping that to let someone know.
Just for maybe.
Well, and they said do it with your best friend.
Oh, sure, your gal pal or your
daughter,
your kids. Like if they have a little Gab watch or whatever. I don't know if that translates, but very fun.
I'm thinking of you.
Okay, Amy, thank you so much. You're gonna have links in your column.
Yeah, Deseret.com/Amy.
All right, thanks so much.